Hi, it's Christine with Sanford Pelvic Therapy and Wellness. I wanted to answer a question that I frequently get from newly postpartum moms, and they want to know about using abdominal binders, whether they should use one or if it causes more trouble than it's worth. And I want to say that abdominal binders are just fine to use postpartum for a short period of time. We would use them early on postpartum to support your abdomen and your core so that maybe you have a little less weakness and pain in your back from carrying the baby around. We're a little bit weak after giving birth and we were full and now we're empty, kind of like a loose dress. So our abdominal muscles are not that great at activating postpartum usually. So a binder can help support your abdomen in that way. It can also help relieve some pressure and pains maybe on your C-section area if you had a C-section, so that your abdominal muscles are not pulling into that C-section too much during the early recovery time. Now, things to keep in mind if you are going to use an abdominal binder, and you don't have to use one if you don't feel like you want one, that is perfectly fine. But if you want to use one, you're going to look for a binder that has multiple layers of support. So not a waist trainer that just squeezes in the middle. You're going to look for one. Freedom Mom is a good brand, but there's other brands similar where they have Velcro on the bottom, the center, and up high. And you're going to make sure that it's tighter on the bottom. So we want to lift up, kind of like compression socks are tighter on the bottom and less compressive up top. So we want the bottom really low and holding this low abdomen in, and then the next one holding you but not quite as tight, and the next one holding you also not quite as tight. And what that does is it avoids the problem that a lot of binder use has, where we're squeezing in the middle and squishing our organs down and out. Okay, so using a binder early on can help start that recovery for your diastases. But if we're squeezing really tight in the middle, we're pushing down on our organs, that's going to increase the propensity for you to have prolapse, or if you have a prolapse, it's going to not let that recover and maybe make it worse. And then also it's going to put a lot of pressure onto your bladder, and even your uterus is going to be down here, and we're going to be pushing them down and not giving them space to recover back to their positions that they would be in postpartum. So you're going to use it early. You're going to use it for a limited time, maybe 6 to 12 weeks at the most, and make sure that we're strengthening our core so that we're not relying on the binder for all of our strength. And we're not going to squeeze tighter up top than on the bottom. Okay, I hope that helps answer some questions about using abdominal binders.